Radhe Radhe everybody, how are you all doing? This is a quick update of an event that I had the fortune of attending. I was able to attend the in-person life transformation program by Swami Mukundanandas here in New Jersey. I couldn't attend all the 5 days. I attended 3 of the 5 days, which was actually very good. I'll first talk about the program. It was based on his book called Seven Divine Laws to Bring Your Best Self or something. It says Seven Divine Laws. That's how it starts. I don't know the exact title of the book, but it talks about 7 laws that help you live your best life and, bring out your best self. I I'm aware of the fact that all of his lectures and teachings are based on mostly Bhagavad Gita and Vedic scriptures, and this program I felt was most useful to youngsters because it was taking stuff out of Vedic scriptures, especially Bhagavad Gita, and it would apply to your daily life. I think Swamiji has a knack of putting everything in an easy format for youngsters to catch on, and he's absolutely known for his Bhagavad Gita discourses. So I had the fortune of buying this his commentary from there and getting it autographed by him. I'll cherish this copy forever. This costed $24 or $23. And the commentary is this big. Many of us enjoy his commentaries. I used to listen to them. And in his website and app, the most useful thing for me at least is that you can go directly to your verse that you're concentrating on and click on it. You don't have to scroll many pages. So my initial thoughts on this particular commentary is that yes, it's extremely easy to follow. It's not daunting, very beginner friendly, very beginner friendly. And my most favorite thing is that it has the English transliteration of the words and word by word meaning. I look for it. In Tattva Vivechani, there is word by word meaning, but there's no English transliteration of the verse, and they would split the Sanskrit verse and put it like that and give English meanings. It's a bit disorienting for my learning format. So, although I do read Sanskrit, because of something like this is an entire word, Bhogaishwarya Prashaktanam, then I would want to know the split of that, Bhoga, Aishwarya, Prashaktanam, and things like that. So this conforms to my format of learning, I could say. And the meanings are, of course, meanings. The exact meaning of a verse is not too far away from each other in any book. In my opinion, the meanings are just meanings. And then when it comes to purport, that's where everything changes. And his purport is almost as if I'm talking to somebody who's just sitting next to me and discussing the verse in a very colloquial way. And that's completely helpful. Why? Because sometimes I look for, during our study sessions, I do look for something that's extremely simple for certain verses so that I can begin from there and build around it. Now, for someone who has never read Gita, this is a best thing to sit with. And for someone who doesn't want to be bothered with philosophical interpretations, also this is a good book to invest on. His lectures are a supplemental supplemental learning tool for this book. And I, I I I only learned his, like, I used to listen to his lectures. I also had his app previously on my phone, and then I think I took it out. I went to his website instead, JK Yog, and again in JK Yog you have the same thing where you can go to a particular chapter and a particular verse. It gives you a smaller version of the beginning, and then there is a lecture attached to it, so you can listen to it being chanted, you can listen to it being explained too, and that's something that's valuable. ISKCON also has such a thing, but I think it goes as far as just reciting the verse. I'm not too sure if someone actually does explain they read from the purport of the book, rather than someone just giving explanations. And we have Swami Mukundanandas videos attached to each of the verses, if I remember right. So that's about this book. It's pleasant to look at. No pictures or anything, at least. I mean, I didn't see any pictures. But it's a good, I mean, the quality of paper you cannot talk much about. It's just okay. But the format in which this is given is absolutely friendly. I would, I actually, once I brought this home, I've been reading this here and there, and then I immediately found a use for this, because I was talking about the next year's plans to do the scripture writing, and my next year plan is just to concentrate on word by word meaning, and this is where I'll go. This is going to be my bread and butter for my scripture writing exercise for next year. Came at the right time. I wasn't thinking about it. This will be my cherished copy. This is the first copy ever that I had signatured by someone who actually wrote the commentary. About the session itself, my daughter, who's a teen, found it extremely helpful. And I was actually wanting to buy the book too, the Seven Divine Laws. The problem was it was sold out the day one. I think it was sold out on the day. Everybody was actually reading the laws that he would discuss the next day, and coming very prepared for the session. It was a intimate session, smaller group. Swamiji was accessible to everybody. He's kind, he's amazing, he's a great listener. He did answer questions later to people. He had a meet and greet time for everybody to go meet him. I felt amazing attending his life transformation program. He also has several retreats in the United States. He comes from Kripalu Maharaj's lineage. I didn't know anything about Kripalu Maharaj until I met him. Because he's a graduate from IIT and IIM, youngsters naturally are able to, and intellectuals, let's say, his way of talking and explaining things is extremely in framework of an intellectual, because he has that education background. It makes it easy for youngsters to listen to him, because he's able to go to that part of the brain and explain things in that manner, if I'm making sense. So he had that's the best part of the program, I wanted to say. He had kirtans in between. I mean, I was just, of course, it's a matter of personal taste. My husband was also attending the program with me. He also seemed to enjoy repeating the kirtans. He's not much of a devotional music guy, let's just say. He does enjoy stuff, but not this style. He doesn't understand the language, so most of the kirtans were in Hindi. But he seemed to be enjoying, because Swamiji would lead. He has amazing voice. You felt the divine presence there. I felt amazingly at ease, singing and dancing, and not dancing in the sense, not dancing like dancing in a club, you know what we mean. It's like a swaying to the kirtan, and it was just an amazing experience in total. The music was an added bonus. My daughter enjoyed it. She was able to hook on to his message quite easily. She's a teen, very distracted, like she's 14 years old, but she was just completely listening to the lecture with utmost attention. In fact, she wanted to go back. The rest of the 2 days her school was open, and she had to take a earlier bus, and it wasn't easy for us to drive that far. But she said, Amma, I wanted to go back to Swamiji's lecture. That's how the lecture was. So that'll give you an idea of how Swamiji teaches. So children want to come back. Even younger children were paying attention, younger than 14, paying attention. So I was flabbergasted with the whole experience, and I'm going to get a good use out of this amazing commentary. Excited to continue to read from this, and I'll probably just feature a verse or two when we do deep dive from this one also. I hope you enjoyed this share, and I hope you're all studying the Gita. May Sri Hari bless us all with continuous and consistent study of scriptures and help us with devotion. Radhe Radhe, everybody.